To aspirants, welcome to the Institute for Humanities. As you know, political science is becoming the most favorite subject, not just in undergraduate, but even for postgraduate. And the reasons are obvious. First of all, not only political science gives you a better performance in the traditional careers like civil services and teaching, but now it has opened a scope for not many other areas, starting with think tanks. You can be inducted in journalism. You can have your own startups on the teaching aspect, on the research aspect, as well as in terms of policy input. So, the areas and the vistas of career opportunities are becoming manifold, but at the same time, it is also important that you do the graduation and post graduation from a recognized universities so that you get an opportunities in the prestigious places in India as well as abroad. Now, in our earnest effort to help the students to clear their CUET exam with political science, now let us do the question. We are continuing with the question series. Today is the question on the course of the thinker, and the course are related to the concept of a state. You all know that political science begins and ends with a state. There was a time when people lost interest in the studies of the state, but now we have seen that a state has bounced back. A very important question can always come in exam, that is, who said bringing the state back in? So this is Theda Escopol, who said that we have to re-establish a state as the core area of study. And after that, we see the emergence of a new approach in comparative politics known as New Institute. So, with this background material, let's have a look on the question asked. Fine. So, the question seems to be factual, conceptual. The factual because it is related to the statement, and the conceptual because it deals with the concept of the state. So, the statement 1 says that Plato stated that a state comes into existence originating in the bare needs of life and continues in existence for the sake of good life. So, this particular statement is actually not given by Plato, but this statement is given by Aristotle, the greatest disciple as well as the greatest critic of Plato. So, factually, this is wrong. Machiavelli in The Prince considered that power which has authority over men is the state. So, that is a correct definition because Machiavelli defines a state in terms of power. So, statement 2 is correct. So, what is the question? In light of the above statement, choose the most appropriate answer. So, the most appropriate answer is that statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. Fine. So, the answer is 4. So, we have also come up with some more information so that you develop information base gradually, which will help you in your final exam. So, let us see what other information on the topic we can provide to you. And Plato, because the question has been on Plato, you should be doing reverse engineering. Try to know more about Plato. So, Plato was the student of Socrates. He is also known as father of philosophy, political philosophy. He is a teacher of Aristotle, the founder of academy. And you know the famous books of Plato are Republic, Statesman, and the Laws. And in Republic, this is in the form of Socratic dialogue. Now, Plato is famous for his theory of ideas, theory of soul. His very famous statement is, reality is the shadow of idea. They can ask you, he is known for his theory of justice, where he says that state is individual writ large, or this statement, state do not come out of oak or rock. And of course, the theory of education, where he believes that only through education we can create the ideal society. And now, Aristotle, the father of political science, and the statement which they have asked is state comes into existence for the sake of good life and continues for the sake of good life. And of course, this Machiavelli, the author of Prince, who is known as the best author, and Prince is known as the best book ever written in the field of statecraft. And Machiavelli's famous statement, man is selfish, coward, fickle-minded, ungrateful, fearful, and avaricious. The reason is that Machiavelli, why this statement is important? Because Machiavelli is known as the founder of the school of universal egoism. So what does universal egoism says? That all men in all places, in all ages have been selfish. Hope this discussion is building your base for CUET. Thank you.